and welcome to Inner Circle Guidance. Today I'm going to be doing a collective reading. But for those of you who are new to my channel, hello and welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every single day. And if you're looking for free short daily tarot readings, I post every day on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Let's find out what we need to know today. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Five of Cups. Queen of Swords. We have Six of Pentacles. And we have Justice. Okay, give me a moment. Okay. So immediately here with 5-5 on the table. 5 is a number of change, but it's also a number of asking you to remain positive in difficult situations. So I'm seeing here that there's been a lot of conflict, maybe a lot of arguing or disagreements, maybe a lot of chaos in your life. And I'm seeing that you have been paying a lot of attention to these negative things because of how they are affecting you. But here's the thing. Being happy takes a lot of courage. Being happy is a consequence of personal effort. Being happy doesn't just happen. You have to choose it. And I'm seeing here that you've been struggling with that lately. And that's why I'm seeing this card here on the table. That we're struggling with balance. We're struggling with equal give and take. We're struggling with not having a lacking mindset. And it's definitely coming from a mindset because we have the Queen of Swords here on the table. Now you're being asked to be just in the way that you are thinking about things. So coming from a place of logic, which is also where the Queen of Swords stands as well, and that energy of being more logical, you're being asked to detach from some of these emotions that are causing you to think more negatively. And that can be very difficult because it's very difficult sometimes to realize that our emotions are important because we need them in order to be guided in the direction of things that are in line with us. And our emotions are important because our emotions are what are tied to our manifestations. However, our emotions are not always accurate depictions of our lives, or they're not always accurate realities of our lives. So you're really being asked to work on your mindset right now. You're being asked to look towards positive, look towards healing, look towards lessons that you learned from these situations, and to learn to, I don't want to say control your emotions because I feel like that's maybe not the best term, but I guess not allow your emotions to control you. You need to be the one driving the ship when it comes to your emotions and your thoughts. And the thing is, you may not be able to stop negative thoughts from happening. That is natural. And the more that you think, I shouldn't think about these things, the more oftentimes you end up thinking about them because you're thinking about not thinking about them. So instead of doing that, focus on maybe doing more affirmations where you are working on positive mindsets. There is more descriptions about affirmations on my website, innercircleguidance.com. But affirmations are used to help change your mindset, to help you feel empowered. And over time, when you repeat affirmations, it has proven to not only change your thought processes, but to help manifest things as well. So maybe work on affirmations or work on gratitude. A good way to change your mindset from negative to positive is to list the things you're grateful for. And no matter what situation you're in, there's always something to be grateful for. You are alive. That alone, you are breathing. That alone, like there are things your body does every day for you that you don't even have to think about. There is something always to be grateful for. And if you are struggling with being grateful, then that is a very good indication that your scales have fallen to one side or the other, to where you are looking at the negative again. So use your emotions as a guide to see where your balance is, but don't let it rule you. Let's get a couple more cards here. All right, we have cards sticking out. I'm going to pull them. The first one is the Tower. Then we have 10 of Pentacles. We have 3 of Wands. We have 7 of Wands. And we have the Lovers, and I did pick up this card and I saw it, so we have the Knight of Wands as well. I'm going to take it. Okay. I'm picking up on a couple different messages here. The first one is that there's some major changes coming that are already set in motion, but also changes that you need to choose to make. Now, the first thing I'm hearing is part of this chaos with your emotions is that you are learning what emotions, like certain feelings are. Like you haven't been able to identify certain emotions, which is where some of the chaos and confusion is coming from. So for those of you who are struggling with, maybe you have this negative feeling, but you don't know what it is, I suggest that you look up, there are emotion dictionaries and like the thesauruses. And what they do is they list out all the different types of emotions, words that you've probably never even heard before. And they list them all out. They give you examples. They tell you also like words that are similar. And sometimes the problem lies when we're trying to figure out emotions with the fact that maybe we didn't grow up in a family where emotions were discussed. And so there may be times when certain emotions, you don't really know how to recognize them. So for example, shame is a negative emotion, but shame is very different from, say, anger. Shame can cause you to act in a very different kind of way. So you're being told and guided to learn more about emotions and the different kinds of emotions so that you can identify them. Because part of your anxieties and part of the chaos is coming from not knowing how to identify them and what to do about them, which is stressing you out even more and causing more anxieties. So you're being asked to learn that, to step into that energy and learn the different types of emotions. The second thing that I'm hearing is that you're very close to overcoming everything in terms of this chaos and this negative mindset. But you're at the very end where you are feeling like you want to give up, and you're being told to keep powering through. Keep moving through with a lot of motivation and energy as much as you can muster, because you are at that point where if you give up now, you'll be giving up right when you're reaching your victory. Now, the third message I'm hearing here is that energy is contagious. So if you're really struggling in your life with negative thought processes, it's important that you surround yourself with other people who are not that way, because it's going to require you to step out of that negative mindset and start thinking more positively. Because there's that old saying that you are who you hang with. It's because you tend to, and scientifically this is proven, people tend to pick up on the traits of the people that they surround themselves with. So if you are hanging out in a room of 3 people who are positive, you will become the 4th. If you are hanging out in a room of 3 people who are very successful, you will become the 4th. So you need to make sure that you are aligning your energies with the things that you want for your 10 of Pentacles. And that's in all areas of your life, this 10 of Pentacles. Notice how all the pentacles are in different areas of the cards. You're being asked to realize that not only is energy contagious in people, it's contagious in yourself. So let's say that you are particularly happy with your career right now, but everything else is going to crap. The things that you're happy for and grateful for in your career, shift your focus to the things you're happy and grateful for, and use that as the tether to the positive thought processes that you're trying to manifest. And slowly it will start gravitating into other areas of your life. Now, what I'm hearing here, and that's also part of this, has to do with these 2 cards over here. Part of the chaos I'm hearing for some of you has to do with actual love and your emotions towards love, your decisions towards lovers or partners or relationships, whether romantic or not. And I'm hearing that some of you, part of your problem is that you're looking for instant gratification, or you're looking for validation. And that's part of where this negative mindset is coming from. You're being asked to change the way you think about yourself when it comes to relationships, when it comes to romantic partners. You have a low self-esteem and low confidence where it comes to relationships. And this could also be with coworkers. This could be with friends. You may be attracting what I had said over here about attracting energies. You may be attracting low vibrational people in your life. You're being asked to make that change. You're being asked to find people who exhibit the traits that you want in your life. And remember what I said about happiness taking a lot of courage? It can be very scary, and what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it, but essentially scary and uncomfortable sometimes when you feel like you're not good enough, or you're not the smartest person in the room or the most successful person in the room or whatever, to hang out with people who are, because it pushes you out of your comfort zone. And it opens up new possibilities for you and new opportunities, but those opportunities are out of your comfort zone. So you're being asked to change that as well and step more into that energy of being open-minded and willing to step out into the unknown, because energy is contagious. Because happiness is a choice. Happiness comes as a consequence of personal effort. It takes a lot of effort to be happy. It takes a lot of courage. And you're being asked to change that and step into that energy here. So let's just get some final guidance here for you on this situation. I did just see the 10 of Cups as I was shuffling the deck. So you are being encouraged here. And I just saw the 8 of Wands. So you are being encouraged that if you make these changes, you are going to have abundance coming, flying in. But you got to make these changes first. And even the smallest start will make the universe happy with you and will help you balance your scales, because you are already starting to attract the energies that you desire. So we have the 8 of Swords, Page of Swords, 5 of Swords, another 5. So there you go, 5, 5, 5. If you are going through major changes right now, then put 555 down in the comments below. And I would highly recommend you look up angel number 555. There may be some more specific messages for you there. But 555 has to do with major changes, and has to do with you looking towards the positive when these changes are coming and realizing that they're for your highest good. We have the 4 of Cups. Look at that. What did I said earlier? What did I see earlier when I was shuffling? 10 of Cups. And we have Temperance at the bottom of the deck here. All right. So I am picking up on, there's a bit of a warning in this level of the cards here. And the reason I say that is, I'm giving you the answer right now. I'm telling you what you need to do in order to get out of this negative, chaotic energy. But that requires courage, energy, and effort. And everything is a choice. If you choose to stay in that negative mindset, things are going to get worse for you. Because what's happening here is the universe is trying to teach you a lesson. It's trying to make you realize that you have the power to change your life. And when you reject that, the universe is saying, okay, you haven't learned. Here's more. And it's going to get more obvious to you. It's going to get louder, because the universe wants you to be happy. That's the thing. The universe wants you to be happy. The universe never does anything to punish anybody, actually, which is going to be something I think a lot of you are not going to like because of the idea of karma. But karma is actually a consequence of your own actions. And karma is meant to teach you lessons so that you can move forward in a better way, not to actually punish you. So that being said, the universe is never doing things to punish you. It's giving you lessons so that you can ascend to a higher level of thinking, a higher level of vibration, and so that your soul can ascend to the next level of, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess the next level of ascension. So spiritual awakening. That's not the word I'm looking for, but It'll get the same point across. So you are being warned here. The answer's right here, but if you reject it and continue to stay in this negative mindset, in this chaos, you will be met with negative things, negative people, negative situations, and chaos. You will be met with confusion, and the energy will become stuck until you battle through and you finish learning the lesson. Your 10 of Cups is waiting on the other side, and the universe is patiently waiting on the other side. But you got to pick up the sword and you got to fight. You have to choose your happiness. You have to be courageous. You have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to start living the life that you want to live now. It's not going to come along without effort. You have to start living it now. And you're probably thinking, well, Blake, how do I do that? Well, one way you can do it is to do visualization through meditation. So what's really great about meditation is it works with the law of attraction because it puts your energy in a flow state. Because when you meditate, you are manifesting without attachment and without creating obstacles. You're in a flow state. But when you visualize things, you are using your power of creation and manifestation. And that is why when you meditate and you work that muscle, things start to appear in your actual world, your physical world, because you started creating it in your spiritual world. So for those of you who are struggling with life and the life that you're living, I want you to meditate on what type of people do you want in your life? How do they make you feel? How do you feel when you're around them? What do they do for a living? What kind of morals do they have? What kind of values do they stand up for? What do you want your career to look like? How do you want to feel? What do you want to have? What does that look like? How do you want to spend your time? How do you want to spend your money? If all the obstacles were completely removed in your life, what would your life look like? And for those of you who struggle with I can't say that word today, visualization, start with journaling. And the thing is, for those of you who are really struggling with this, the fastest way to start learning what you want to attract is to write what you don't. So if you really are having issues with visualization and you really don't know where to start with what you don't want. Literally write out, I don't want to feel unhappy. I don't want to whatever. Keep going down the list. Then what I want you to do is write the opposite. So if you wrote, I don't want to be happy, then write, I am happy. And write it as affirmations in the present tense. And then use that as a list of affirmations for you to work on. And what I found is if you post them, you can just write them on like sticky notes or whatever, and you post them around your house. When you look at things, you automatically read them. It's just something with the brain. You tend to read whatever you look at. So what that does is it gets to your subconscious to a point where you're having to do less of the work. The other thing that you can do that I found very helpful personally is getting an erasable marker and writing on your bathroom mirror the 5 different affirmations you really want to focus on. Because that's the one place you go to multiple times a day in the morning to get ready, and you go before you go to sleep to get ready for bed. And that is the one place you go every day, at least twice a day. You're going to end up reading all of those affirmations on the wall. So those are great ways to get started. And I'm going to be offering some tools here soon to help you with these things. But for now, that's the best way I can describe it to you. So work on that. Energy is contagious. Remember that positive attracts positive. So as you start moving into the positive, more positive things are automatically going to be attracted to you, because positive attracts positive and negative attracts negative. And what's great is, because positive energy carries a higher level frequency, it is more powerful than most negative energies. So that being said, when you start thinking even in small negative, or sorry, when you start thinking even small positive thoughts, those negative thoughts start slowly drifting away. And the positive becomes more and more powerful, and the negative becomes more and more weak. So I'm going to stop there because I don't want to get too much into like a lecture here, but hopefully you found this reading helpful. Don't forget to comment 555 down in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single day. And as always, may your life be full of light, full of love, abundance, and gratitude. I'll see you next time.